Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, friends. Jody Brechbill, Stampin' Queen, coming at you live from my studio here in Pennsylvania. So if you are joining me today, come on in, say hi, give me a like or a love so that I know this is working. So hello, some friends. Hello, hello. We have got a lot to do today. So I'm going to roll through this pretty quickly because I have an appointment I need to get to as soon as my live is over. So, welcome everybody. I am here live on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You might be catching me on Facebook. You might also be catching me on YouTube as well. So, wherever you are, just make sure that you subscribe and follow so that you never miss a thing. So, real quick, I want to tell you about some things I have going on because I have a lot of exciting things happening. One of them being this beautiful framed art piece. So, this is part of my class to go. You are going to get this framed art piece for free this month. That's a special little perk you get when you take my class to go. You won't get the frame, you'll have to provide your own frame, but you can pick them up at your local arts and crafts store. This one is a 9x9, but you can absolutely cut it down to 8x8, 6x6, or even go bigger and go 12x12. So that's my free offering with my Lighthouse class. So my Lighthouse class is going to include your glimmer paper. So you get your pack of glimmer. Oh, it's so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. And you're going to actually use your Starry Sky or your Orchid, either one, glimmer in place of this DSP. I think it's going to be gorgeous to have that sparkle and shine. I used Sun Prints before I knew about we were doing this class. And so add this in for that gorgeous glimmer in the background. You're going to love it. So you're going to get your glimmer paper. You're going to get your baker's twine. You're going to get your matte dots, and you're going to get your PDF and everything that you need, supplies ready to go to make these 3 gorgeous cards. This is a little bit maybe of like a technique card sort of. So isn't this one's my favorite? I love this one. So you'll get everything that you need to make these. And these are shimmer. I don't know if you can see how sparkly they are. So that is the glimmer paper. So this is my class to go. This is one of them. Again, you'll get the free framed art class with this one. And then I have a second class. So these actually were the optional classes at my retreat last weekend, and everyone loved them so much. And we're like, well, we have to give it to everybody. We have to offer to everyone. So we have got a Memories and More. When I do Memories and More classes, I do them as fundraisers. So if you guys know, I am a very big proponent of a local ministry in my town called Sweet Grace. And this is going to be a Sweet Grace fundraiser. So you're going to get the Today's the Day Memories and More, the iridescent pearls, the black and white gingham ribbon, and then you're going to get everything you need to make 12 gorgeous cards. So you'll have a PDF tutorial that will instruct you how to make these beautiful, beautiful cards using those kits. And so that you will have lots left over so that you can keep on creating. So this is a non-stamping class, which is kind of fun because a lot of people are not real crafty and creative, but they want to benefit the ministry. So all the proceeds from this class will go to Sweet Grace. So when this video is over in about a couple hours, you can scroll down and you'll be able to find the link to sign up for either one of these classes. You can get one, you can get both, or you can get just the PDF. And again, that will all go towards Sweet Grace. All right, so that's what I have going on right now. Then I have another fun virtual class. This is called Home for the Holidays. This is with my people in my stamping team. And this event runs through a private Facebook group on Saturday the 17th at 10 a.m. Eastern. And you are going to get the very best occasions, 7 make and takes, lots of prize patrols, live stamping, guest stamper displays, tons of fun. We have a great time, my team and I, putting on these virtual events. So again, that information will be in the description as well, so you can sign up for that. If you are an early bird and sign up by the 22nd, we're going to give you a bonus project for absolutely free. The other thing I get asked a lot is I already have the stamp sets you can sub. So you can just sub that whenever you go through the registration. You can pick something of equal value and sub that in. All righty. So a lot of you guys are commenting here because it is still summer school. We're squishing it in the last little bit of summer. We're just squishing it in here. Just a couple more weeks. And everybody who comments here is going to get their name put into my drawing. And in September, we'll do two $25 shopping sprees. So pretty cool. So if you're here live, comment here. If you are catching the replay, go ahead and comment here as well. And then finally, I just want to make sure you guys are ready for Halloween with our Spooky Treats paper pumpkin. I did talk to demo support and they said this can be fall. It doesn't necessarily have to be Halloween. It can be fall themed as well. So some people don't like to do Halloween, and that's cool. If that is not your jam, you can actually suspend your paper pumpkin subscription so that you don't get September's. And I do have some folks that do that. They don't like the treats and they want cards instead. So you can actually suspend that and it will hold for the month and then kick back up again in October. So starting in October and November, we're going to see our Christmas themed kits coming out. And there's some sneak peeks over on my Facebook page. So hello, friends. Oh my gosh, I see so many names on here. I love it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This is just a blast to come on here and hang out with you guys. Dana says, bring on fall. This paper pumpkin is always one of my favorites. I love the Halloween fall paper pumpkin with the treats. Alrighty, so what are we going to do today? We are, well, I'm going to tell you one thing that I totally forgot, and that's Prize Patrol. I have not quite unpacked everything from my retreat, so I do not have anything to give away this time around, and I forgot to pick a winner. So I will do that, and I will announce that later. But yeah, I don't have a prize today because everything is still packed in boxes, and my studio is a complete disaster still. I've got to get that taken care of this week, get everything back where it belongs so that I can place stamps. All right, friends, let's do a little bit of stamping here. We're going to start off easy peasy. This is actually my Just Cards class that I host in person. And then I come on and I do it virtually for you guys. So my Just Cards class is always easy peasy mac and cheesy cards. Ones that you can make quickly and easily and reproduce a lot of them because sometimes we just don't have hours and hours and hours to make these gorgeous works of art, right? So we've got Night of Navy. We're going to play with Nature's Prints, and there is our Sun Prints DSP. So this is perfect because I needed a lot of wedding cards, anniversary cards, and this works for that. So let's get out our supplies. And when you do Just Cards class in person with me, you always make two, but we're going to make one today. One of each card. So all of our pieces are here, and then I have an extra for later. So we've got our Night of Navy. We're going to fold that in half. Dimensions will always be in the description. So if you want to recreate these cards, you can just find the description after the video airs and scroll down and you'll find them. So here's the gist of our card. And that's an inside. So we're going to put that away for now. So we're going to take this gorgeous, gorgeous designer series paper and we're going to attach that to a piece of basic white. Oh, Mary Ellen, you're back in Montana, huh? You spent a good bit of time in California, I remember, visiting family. Back to Montana. That's on my bucket list to get back to someday. We were there last summer, but it sure was smoky from all the fires. So there we go. That's as simple as it can get with that DSP. Isn't it gorgeous? Love that. Now I have a piece of basic white, and we're going to stamp our sentiment in Night of Navy. And I like to stamp first, then die cut, because if I'm a little bit crooked, I can adjust that with the die. So let's wake up the baby here. Baby boss, time for you to wakey wakey eggs and bakey. And we're going to die cut out that sentiment with this gorgeous die. That is from the Nature's Prints as well. So we'll line this up here. And if you have the baby, you know, we don't have magnet plates anymore. Our magnet plates were big fat duds, so they've been discontinued. And if you need a little stability for that, put a piece of washi tape over top to hold that while you run it through. I'm gonna do my best. Give it a crank here. But that's a little tip you can do at home if it won't stick for you. Yes, this is Sun Prints Designer Series paper. Sun Prints, Nature's Prints. Must be Sun Prints because the stamp set is named Nature's Prints. But it's beautiful. All kinds of shades of blue and then gray granite as well. I love it. All righty. Now I have got just a little strip of Night of Navy right across there. It's just going to cover up the seam. So I did mention earlier, if you guys are coming on, I'm rolling through pretty quick today because I have an appointment I need to get to this morning. And I made it and was like, yeah, that's no problem, no worries. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I have a live this morning and I need to go see my people. So we're going to get through this class real quick and then I'm going to jump in the car and get to my appointment because I have to get my hairs did. It is cut and color day today, guys. And you know we don't mess with cut and color day, right? That is one thing we do not mess with. And I'm going to New Orleans next week. So I need to get my hair back in place. It's getting a little gray and a little shaggy. A couple dimensionals here on that label. You could add a sparkly ribbon if you wanted to. That would be super pretty, but I'm kind of going with plain and simple here. There we go. But we do need a little glitter, right? We do need a little bling bling. So we'll add that in here. Couple rhinestones. And I just did just 3 in a row here. There we go. How about that, guys? Do you love a super simple, easy peasy card? I know I do. And I just let that paper do the work, yeah? It's going to just shine. So, and it's got so many different designs that you could use the entire pack, make the same card, same layout, use the entire pack, and all of them will look super pretty. All righty. Let's move on to our next one. Okay, this one was a little bit more work, but still very, very fun. Do I have everything I need? I'm hoping so. So it is Soft Seafoam and Evening Evergreen. Aren't they two colors together that I didn't think would work, but they sure do. Okay, I think I got everything I needed there. Oh, I did that ahead of time, so we don't need that. And we're using some of the Ringed with Nature Designer Series paper. That is one of the celebration sets or celebration offerings. Do I have some here? I might not. Yes, I do. Let's take a look at that. So we're kind of winding down on celebration, aren't we? The die, Deb, this die right here. This die is from the Nature's Prints stamp. So it came in the bundle. It's in this one. Okay, so ringed with nature. Rings of love. Sorry, rings of love. So we've got all kinds of cool DSPs. This is a 12 by 12 pack. I always cut them down because I like to show them to you on video. So it's got all kinds of seasons there. Super pretty. And then here's the other side. Very cool, right? This works with those dies. So these wood panels will be cut out with dies. It actually works with them. So I love whenever we do that. So again, that's a Saleabration item. Offering ends August 31st or while supplies last. This one had gone away for a little bit and then we got another shipment in. So I don't know how much longer it'll be around. Free with a $50 purchase during Saleabration. All righty. Let's fold our soft Seafoam in half. I know they are cute, aren't they, Dana? Those fat little birds. Super cute. I could have had a whole pack of just that. So we're going to take our little birdies and we are going to attach them to another panel of soft Seafoam. And again, dimensions will be in the video a little bit later today. And then I took a piece of Evening Evergreen and I ran that through the timber embossing folder. So that actually is free with a $50 purchase during Saleabration as well. That's one of our extra offerings that we have. So if you already got all the things that you wanted, we did add a couple catalog items that you can pick up for free. So that's a great deal too. So I'm going to slap that right here in the middle. Make sure it's good and stuck. Is it sticking off at all? It is, just a smidge. So we can do a little trimming. Cut that down. There we go. Now I'm going to grab a piece of linen thread. There we go. And I'm going to wrap this around that panel. I'm not going to wrap the whole way because I don't like to waste ribbon on the back side. So I'm going to trim it down just a smidge. You could wrap, that absolutely does work. But I don't like to waste my ribbon on the back. So I just take two pieces and I just tack it around the back side. So I know some of you demonstrators are on here with me. Are you guys signed up and going to On Stage with Stampin' Up in the fall? Anybody going to On Stage? My team and I are just working on getting signed up and getting some plans finalized with hotel rooms and everything. We'll be in Pittsburgh. So I'm adding dimensionals along the edge. I'm putting dimensionals right there so that tricky ribbon doesn't come off, and then one in the middle because no one wants sag, right? We can't have saggy baggy cards. There we go. So we can add this to our card front now. We have a little tone on tone with that Seafoam and just that pop of color with the evergreen. I think it's really, really pretty. So I did ahead of time, we did some die cutting. So I used stitch rectangles. Whoops. Got myself a little label for a sentiment. And then these are in the Ringed with Nature, Ringed with Nature bundle. And so I did cut out a couple of these stems and leaves. And I love that they emboss and cut at the same time. So you can actually see the texture. That's super, super cool. Love that. All right, so we need 2 of those. Then I need some crushed curry. I don't have the stamp set to show you here. It's gone missing. It's gone missing somewhere. I must have been using it. So we're going to take a little bit of curry, and I want some scrap paper. And I'm going to stamp a little yellow heart right there. There is not a die for the heart, so I'm going to have to fussy fuss on that one. Then we're going to do Evening Evergreen for our sentiment. And sadly, this is something I've been needing a lot of. And so we are doing Get Well Soon cards here because I've been having a lot of my friends who need a little pick-me-up because they're not feeling well. All right, so there we go. Now, what I'm going to do with these branches is get out the old snot dots. And we'll put one of those little boogers right on the ends of my leaves or my branches so they can attach right back here and stick to that sentiment. And I'm kind of thinking that one might need to go over a little bit, but we're going to go with it. It might be a little bit too close to where I want to put my heart. There we go. Now I'm going to add this with some dimensionals. So let's put some pop dots on here. Here we are. This one's a cute card. It's just a little bit more steps than some of the other ones. It's going to go right. Do I want to? I kind of wanted it to stick off a little bit, but then I think, no, I don't want that. So it's going to just go right here in the center. Sometimes I like to turn it over and push so I don't smear any ink. Make sure it's good and stuck. Fussy fuss our little heart out. There we go. Come on, little heart. It's nice to have dies sometimes that will cut these out, but then there's times I'm like, I think I can just do it faster by hand. So we've got our little heart there, and I'm going to take this leftover piece of linen thread, and I'm going to tie a bow. So I've got kind of some big loops there, and you can work around with them and get them bigger or smaller, however you want them. And I'm going to take a glue dot on the back of my heart and then stick that bow on there, just like that. Isn't that cute? And that's going to go right here or right here. I'm not sure where I want it. I think I'm going to go right there. But then I kind of like it over here. Maybe I want to trade it to go this way instead. Yeah, I'm digging that. Yep, like that, like that, like that. So I can trim off the extra. Grab myself another little booger. And that will go onto my card. We're going to add a couple fun embellishments on here too, right? Because everything's better with bling. So everybody's still on with me? We got real silent. Hope always makes me nervous that this stopped working. There we go. So the embellishments that I chose are the rustic elements. So let's see if we have any left over here. We're getting down to the bottom of the pack. Yes, they're hiding under there. All right. I like these. I really, really like these. They're so pretty. So there we go. Isn't that cute? Love that one. I love those colors. I think it just turned out super, super cool. And I probably would not normally put those colors together. All right, kids, we have one more project. Everyone ready to do one more project? You know, still hanging in there with me? I'm hoping so. Okay, let's get our final project out. And All right, we are going to play with the Wonderful World. Did everyone get this one? Raise your hand or give me a thumbs up if you guys got the Wonderful World. It comes with the designer series paper as well, so it's a bundle. And I love this paper. Oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. So we've got, it's a 12 by 12, comes free. You get the stamp and the paper free with a $100 purchase during celebration. So we just have a couple more weeks with this one. But I think this paper was just stunning. So I've been having lots of fun playing with this one. There we go. All right, so we're going to do something real quick and easy. We're not going to use the paper. We're just going to use the beautiful stamp set as well. So we've got a piece of basic white, soft seafoam. Obviously, that was my theme. And there is our basic white for our card base. So we're going to fold this one in half. And then we're going to pull out our Stamparatus. So you guys have a Stamparatus at home, and do you use it? You should be using that sucker. I love it for so many cool things. All right, had to grab it. It was on a different table. So I have got the Watercolor Wonder here, and we're going to stamp with that rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to take that piece of basic white, and this is some of our grid paper. Okay, so I just put the grid paper in there. I have it all nice and tight up in the corner. It slid a little bit here, so let me get it tight back up again. And then I made marks where my cardstock is going to go. So I just made those 2 marks there. So visually I know where it needs to go. Put my magnets on. Woo! You guys, you're not supposed to be together. Put my magnets together to hold my cardstock in place. And I'm going to clean this a little bit just because I'm not sure if it got cleaned after class. So it looks a little bit dirty. And we're going to use my shirt to dry it off. Sometimes you got to use what you have, right? I don't have a paper towel handy. All right, let's grab some soft Seafoam ink, and we're going to just ink up that rectangle. Okay, we're going to close that down. And I grab my little magic, oh my gosh, what is this? Air hockey. That's a thing you use for air hockey. I love it. Push down here, saves my hands, gives me some pressure, and then we'll see how it looks. So I've got a little bit of an image there. I'm going to go back in again and see if I can't rub that down a little bit harder. Yeah, perfect, 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 perfect. Now I'm going to clean it again. Got to get rid of the ink that's on there. One thing I'll just tell you guys, if you're using baby wipes, just be really careful that you don't really scrub across your stamps too much, because the fuzzes of the baby wipe will get on there, and then they get into your ink pads, and they kind of can be a little bit messy. It's like all the fuzzes. So we're going to take that out. I'm going to close this just to dry that ink or dry that stamp off. Now we're going to flip it and do the same exact thing with Pool Party. Alrighty. I'm hoping this is working, because I think I'm going to go check, because I lost you guys. It looks like it's still running, but I wonder if my transmission isn't working. So hold on a second, guys. Okay, I can see it working on YouTube, so I'm hoping that it's still working on Facebook. All righty, so we're going to go with Pool Party now. Ink that up. Close it. And rub it. There we go. Mark it with a B. All right, this can come off now. We're just going to do a little bit of stamping, and that is how easy this card is. Isn't that fantastic? Love that. So we're going to grab some shaded spruce and ink up that big, tall, I forget what this flower was called. Maybe cornflower? I don't recall. So we're going to stamp that here in shaded spruce. And then I have the sentiment, hello there, from Nature's Prints. So we're just going to do hello there. There we go. So let's add this to a layer of soft seafoam. Come on, wake up. There we go. You were sleeping on the job, Seal. And I have just a little bit, just a narrow, like 1/8 of an inch border on here just for a little bit of color. But I am going to add that to my card base with dimensionals. So then it'll really pop off the page. Make sure you put it on right, Brechbill. There we go. Now we do need some bling, right? So I had the festive pearls, and there's green ones in here that are super pretty, but we use them all during class. So I'm just going to add silver, and I think that'll look just fine as well. The green is really pretty, but I really think the silver works too, and I had a lot of silver left over. So there we are. So let's see what we created today. I've got a nice mess going on here. So we'll clean that up. So we made this one and this one and this one. So those are my cards from my Just Cards class. And I always bring it to you virtually. So as I mentioned, you can scroll down into the description of the video and you will find the dimensions if you want to make any more of these projects at home. And you'll also find the links for the classes that I told you at the beginning. Just a quick reminder, those classes to go, those end on the 24th, so next week. So if you are loving them and you've been on the fence and thinking about getting the lighthouse one, you know, that gorgeous lighthouse with this one, or the Sweet Grace Ministries, you want to act now because we will not be ordering extras of those. All right, my friends, it's been so cool hanging out with you guys for What's Up Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Facebook so that you get an alert every time that I am here live with you. So have a great week, you guys. Bye-bye.